are now tuned in to the Free Play Media Podcast Network.
Live, Chris Emmons, Travis Terrell, this weekend in St. Louis at the Laugh Lounge. Go check out Kountry Wayne. We've got him in studio, ready to talk to him, excited to talk to him. We've got the knowledge that you've got great representation, man. I'm a big fan of Amy, your publicist. She's really cool. She's nice.
Amy cool, man.
Great client list, man.
Yeah.
She works with a lot of very... all her people are really nice, too, so don't mess it up.
Oh, no, man. Me and Amy cool. Cool.
I'm messing with you, man. Kountry Wayne in town again at the Laugh Lounge. You were in town, about a year ago? Seems like St. Louis treats you well.
Oh, yeah, they treat me well. I was at the Helium last time.
Yeah. Laugh Lounge this time, relatively newer club. It's exciting to see that grow, man. Like comedies. Travis, you know this. We all know this. Netflix, social media, as you're obviously aware. Comedy booming right now, man. Business is good if you're in stand-up and you can draw like you do.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I can't even lie. It's great.
Yeah? You're based in Los Angeles?
Yeah, Los Angeles and Atlanta. I swing both of them. Got a place in both. Place in both places.
You're straddling the damn country, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So how's the transition been as far as now that you have become... You've transitioned, of course, from the videos, and you still obviously do the videos, and you have a large following. But now that you've become this full-time comedian stand-up, how has that transition been for you?
It's been great because I'm still fairly new, but I'm kind of old to the people they've been watching me for a minute,
right?
Especially the South and the Midwest. So it's a great transition because it's surprising.
Right.
People didn't know. No, I'm the first one to translate it from online.
Not an easy transition.
Oh no, it's not an easy transition. But I was the first one to do it, so it just feels good because I'm leading that pack,
right? And
I'm really doing it,
right?
Like it ain't just selling tickets. I'm gonna make your stomach bust, and it's clean comedy,
right?
So I took on that challenge.
What has been the reaction from traditional comedians, folks who are now seeing a lot of folks who are influencers online and who held down a large following with YouTube and Vine? What has been the reaction from the traditional comedians when they see influencers like yourself take on the role as stand-up comedian?
At first, they were saying we were stealing money. It's basically like we don't know the art of stand-up. We just getting the money. At first, they were saying that, and they still say it, but when it come to me now,
right,
everybody quiet because the people spoke.
Everybody's the same.
Yeah, you go on my reviews on Ticketmaster, not one bad review. Like, it's like
people
really
come out to see you are very
so now
happy.
People just kind of either waiting on me to fall or people waiting on me to go. They try to feel like, okay, what's his next step? They exclude me now. They say, well, Kountry Wayne, funny. Now they talking about the other comedians. They exclude me, but I'm kind of like the most talked about guy in the game right now.
Was that the end game for you, ultimately, to get to this point of being a traveling stand-up comedian? Or when you were putting out those videos, and as you continue to put out videos, there's a different end game. Maybe it's more to lean towards maybe getting the sitcom or getting your writing out there. What was the end game when you started the videos?
When I started the videos, I wanted to get booked at first.
Okay.
I wanted to just get booked, and I was getting booked. Then once
for comedy, for stand-up?
No, just get booked. People pay to see me.
Just to do anything? I'll sell a T-shirt. I don't care.
And after that, then it became stand-up. I say, well, I want to get so good at this stand-up that it be funnier than my videos.
Okay.
Then I started getting that feedback, and then I said I want to get to a point in stand-up. And basically, I reached the point that I want to this year. Like, I'm booked every week. That's why you better be careful what you ask for.
Right.
It's a lot of travel, man.
Man, listen, I'm the most touring comic in the world. Like, for real right now. Every weekend. Every week. No weekends off. And it's great, man. So this was the point. So next year my goal is, the movies.
Okay.
So I'm setting the goals. At first it was TV shows, and I got a few situations, so bumping into that. But now I'm just being honest with what I want.
Is it easier walking into a room knowing that you already have that following? I would imagine maybe some of the meetings you take in LA or Atlanta is a little bit easier than other folks perhaps in your position because you've already shown that you have a crowd, you have a following.
You skip some steps, but it's just like the stand-up was. You can skip the step to get paid to do stand-up.
Right.
But to stay there, you better be good.
The crowd will end that run pretty quick if you're not doing what
They will end it,
like.
and they won't even tell you. You just, your numbers will fall.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, I'm not booked like 4 weeks. Like, what's going on?
What's
here?
going on?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. So that's what it is. Acting, they take that very serious.
Where
All
do
the
you,
actors, they take it serious. So
What kind of genres do you want to get into acting? If you're talking movies, I mean, that's a big deal, man. Does it matter? Just and is it another get your foot in the game and
they pushing me towards comedy right now.
Well, that makes
but
sense,
to be
yeah.
honest, I'm ready to show them the other side. You know,
What's the other side?
like the romantic, the
Urban Wayne.
just
Country Wayne.
just the like I want to play multiple roles. Like Eddie Murphy was in Boomerang, but
Sure.
he also was in Dr. Dolittle and
Yeah.
the Clumps, and he played some other roles that just, and I could do that.
Is
They
he-
don't know it, but
Right.
Is he your hero? Eddie Murphy.
yeah, he a hero, man, on the low.
No doubt.
He is.
I mean, that's
He
not
was
a
the biggest
bad,
star
that's
on
not,
the planet
not a bad
for
person to
10
have
Like
as a
he
hero.
basically, to be honest, let's be real. Eddie Murphy, they say Kevin Hart broke his records. Salute to Kevin Hart, but man, these records was set in the 80s.
Yeah.
What he did, it's like Michael Jordan. It's hard to.
He did sketch comedy successfully too. Like you
Yeah.
don't see that.
And
You don't
he
see Chris Farley wasn't
He
doing
did
stand-up.
one stand-up
Like,
special.
Yeah.
And
That's how big he was. For you to know that you could sell out arenas and won't come back.
Crazy.
He did. If you count the movies Eddie Murphy did, you'll forget Trading Places.
Sure.
Trading Places. Come on. We're talking about some classic
Come
films.
on,
He
man.
dominated.
Classics like Norbit.
Norbit, man.
I love Norbit. Hate on Norbit.
And the characters he played, man, like just in the clumps to play multiple characters. I was looking at it the other day, man, when the daddy was pouring the gravy and the mama amazing grace. I was like, man, he really.
He made simple really funny in that, right? Like you're just sitting around, like we've all been there. Like everybody's weird, everybody does their thing at family stuff. He definitely nailed that.
He
I
did
gotta
it,
agree with you
and he did it, and he know he did it.
yeah.
And he don't really, he don't really talk about it, but his actions speak louder than his
it
words,
does,
man.
Yeah.
He one of those people. His actions speak. You don't even have to try to figure it out.
It's very true. When did you know? Maybe it was the folks in your crew, maybe it was family, but when did you know? Like, oh man, I got something here. Like I'm getting a lot of retweets. I'm getting a lot of views. When did you realize that? Oh man, I think I got something that can be a real career.
The day it went viral. The day it went viral, because I was looking to be famous for a long time,
Interesting.
but I thought it was gonna be music. When that comedy video went viral,
Right.
I told my brother, "This it." No, before it went viral, I had put a video. It got like 5,000 views.
Right.
I say, "Bruh, Facebook let you do views now." I woke him up out his sleep, Prince Tate. I say, "Facebook let you do views. God don't put this for me. I'm finna blow up on Facebook. I'm finna be a big star."
That's crazy.
He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, go back to sleep. I'll talk to you in the morning." After that, we started putting up videos every day. Then about 2 weeks later, a video went viral. I
Right.
said, "Here you go, right here." I was standing up there with 2,000 followers at a homecoming party I had through. I said, "Man, they don't even know they got somebody famous in the building." 2,000 followers. 2,000 followers. I'm famous in my mind. I'm like, man, I gotta get an agent or something, man. I'm popping out here. I'm too big.
really.
Where's this confidence come from? I
Man,
love it. It's
because
awesome, man.
The confidence come from, man, my mama told me at a young age, man, son, you got something.
Yeah.
And once she told me that, I always had the confidence. And my wife get on me, man, because she like, you too confident. People not gonna like that. But I really believe it.
Hasn't failed you yet.
They haven't failed me, man. Listen, I'm a humble guy.
Sure.
But I really believe whatever I'm doing,
Right.
Yeah.
when I get to the point when I say, man, you can't mess with me, I mean that. Like, it was a point in time in stand-up, I'm like, man, I'm good, but I'm coming up.
Sure.
But now I stand up, I'm like, man, no disrespect to no other comedian.
Right.
But I stand beside anybody right now.
That makes sense.
Because I'm consistent. you
Right.
know?
Right.
I'm more tour than everybody. I'm on
Right.
tour. So it's like my chops I haven't 2 years straight. Every weekend, 5 shows a week.
What are if you run into a lot of barbers, what do they say about some of your videos?
Man, they want to do a video.
Yeah, because you nail it, because you really get to what folks be thinking when they're in the chair.
Yeah.
And then folks try to what made you hone in on that specifically?
Man, when
Just your past experiences, I'd imagine.
the past experience and present experiences. When I was doing those videos, the barbers, something happened in the barbershop, like, man, let's do a video. it was so demanding of my videos, I had to use every situation around me. So when I go to the barbershop, I got to do a video. When I get around my kids, I got to do a video. When I get around my baby mamas, I got to do a video. So I was just, when I got around my grandma, I was doing videos all day because the demand for those videos at that time, I don't think I'd never be able to catch that on the internet again. That's why I don't really, that's when you know it's time to go.
Right.
It's time to, I knew I had to transfer that energy to stand up because if I would have stood there too long and my fans wouldn't see me progress, they would eventually left.
That's a good
point. My engagement on Instagram is crazy right now. It's actually higher than my Facebook, but Facebook where I started. But
what's the best medium to use right now for you? Is it Instagram?
Instagram is doing its thing. But
it's nice to see you're big in a city, and Instagram can help with that a ton.
Yeah.
I want Facebook too, but
Facebook's still that. Facebook, like if you ever
everybody's on it, isn't it?
If you ever go viral on Facebook and you stay consistent, you're going to be a big star.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, you can fade out.
Yeah.
But my Facebook fans, I haven't did no videos consistently in a year.
Yeah.
But they come out, those the ones coming to these shows now. They haven't seen me in a minute. It take them when I go to a city, they haven't heard me in a minute.
Right.
So
right. You got to remind them
when the radios, Kountry Wayne in the city. It might take a minute to find out, but they come because those are day ones. And Facebook is more. Everybody, black, white, every race, and it's like it's families versus Instagram is people who trying to be popping.
Have you seen we have a friend who's from St. Louis. She does have you seen that Carla video where she's got like a mullet? She's outside of McDonald's saying, excuse me, is what she said.
My brother, somebody was saying something about that.
She's been on Shaq's podcast. She's done a TV show because of all that. And she did a video with us and it was like 60,000 views like that. Like nothing, that's whatever. But it's crazy to me how quickly that can happen, and then people everywhere are like, oh yeah, her, I know her. It's got I don't know what millions of 5 million, 10 million views, something insane, and she's played that out and she's moving it forward. So you to a higher level with that, just taking advantage of what that platform can provide, man.
Oh yeah, man, I knew, but I've paid attention. I knew to go towards stand up, and a lot of people was trying to go straight from the internet to be a big star.
Right,
but I always. Nothing's new under the sun. So you look at Eddie Murphy, them nobody skipped stand up, not even Chris Tucker.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So what I did, I went straight to stand up after the videos. I didn't even try for Hollywood because I knew not everybody from the internet trying to go to stand up, but you gonna have to get good. I've been
anybody you don't care for that would be considered from your world. Like you're pretty. I mean, the first thing you say is like, "Hey, no disrespect to anything else."
Yeah, no disrespect, but I love all of them.
Do you get mad if you get lumped in as the same as some, I don't know, social media stars?
Because
not at all.
No,
look at that smile.
Because once you come see me, man, and to be honest, all the internet people, I want them to pop because it make my job easier. Because I'm the leader of that pack. I'm the first one to do it. So now that they're coming, they're gonna compare, and I'm like, hey man, I'm glad I'm the leader of it. I'm ahead of the game because Hollywood is not.
They got to check in with you before they go.
No, they ain't really got to check in, but I know the answer. I can help all of them really get to the next level on that stage because I know what's funny about them.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart, before I even got him coming, I was a fan of him. Mm-hmm. And he was the funniest man on the planet to me. Mm-hmm. And because he knew how to use his shortness.
Right. Good point.
When he found that in himself, okay, I am short. Let me be honest. Man, he started looking up and pointing to like, man, it was killing it every time I laughed.
It's easy to connect to that. Right?
So I know why each person, I know why they laughing at you. And so you need to, I could really be a lot of people's manager, man. Because, like.
Let's name some social media stars and what you would do for them. Can you think of any off the top of your head? I can think of two. He was with Joe Coy. King Batch. Oh,
King Batch. He already kind of he made money advertising.
Okay,
he made money advertising, but I give him a stand up set because as soon as he get one, he gonna
get
sell
after.
out.
How about Travis's favorite, the Paul brothers?
The Paul brothers.
How do you fix that?
I already talked to Logan Paul. I told him, I say, man, y'all go towards that stand up.
You think so?
He's white. I say, y'all are big, and you're going to be big.
They are huge.
They are huge stars.
They are.
Yeah.
But it's the difference between being a huge star when certain people reach that level of fame, like not Charlie Sheen, he ain't gonna stand up, but some people who did. Let me see somebody, Seinfeld, for instance. When they did reach it, they money matched it. Now them people rich, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but man, when Seinfeld them hit, Eddie Murphy them hit, The money came because it was one-on-one. You got to do stand-up if you consider yourself a comedian.
What is some of the advice you've gotten from other stand-ups? Anybody that you respect that you've been able to follow since you've gotten into the business? That anybody that has come along that has given you some advice about your craft, about becoming a better stand-up?
Nobody never really said anything.
Really?
Nobody never really said anything. Naheem Lynn, he told me, the Plastic Cup Boys, he told me, he said, when you go back to the city, at least have 20 minutes of new material.
Interesting. Okay.
He gave me that. So I'm real serious about that. I make sure I at least have out an hour, at least try to have at least a half hour of brand new material.
Right.
For the people who came the first time. For new people, you still do some of the classics, But other than that, I haven't really been around that many people.
Do you have a home club in L.A. that you go to regularly?
I'm from Georgia. I just stay in L.A. now because I'm investing in my acting career.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and you're on the road so much.
Yeah, and I stay in Atlanta for real. Like my family stay in Atlanta. It's just a sacrifice of me. When I'm off the road and I go to L.A.
You think it's well, anytime we've gone to L.A., it is, if you're a hustler like yourself and you're somebody who's willing to put yourself out there to go to meetings and stuff, you can get so much done. Just proximity. You have the business there, right? And I'm sure Atlanta is great now too, actually. But
Atlanta for the music.
Is it?
If you're a music artist,
even as much TV and movies are there now?
They still
not as much business.
People say that they say Atlanta the new Black Hollywood and the new Hollywood. But to be honest, they still casting in L.A.
Yeah, so good point.
LA is the root.
It's a satellite.
Atlanta's still the branch.
Right. Yeah.
They're using Atlanta for the area, and it's cheaper to shoot.
Right.
But how many people really got big roles from Atlanta?
That's a good point.
LA still, it's people with no followers still getting roles.
Yeah,
in
it's
Atlanta,
like you got to go there, and then they send you out to Vancouver or wherever you're filming.
LA is like going to the plug. Like what I did, I'm like Frank Lucas. I'm in Atlanta. I'm already popping. I'm already selling out shoes. So I'm paying rent in LA and wasn't even there all the time. But
that's a good feeling, cutting that check.
Yeah, but I knew I had to go out there. And everything is moving faster, and it's moving at a pace that nobody can't see yet. I'm making moves out there that when people see them, they're going to be like, how did Kountry Wayne get in that movie?
Right.
Because people expected me to be here, but I already got that lane.
Yeah.
They're like, how did Kountry Wayne get in the movie like a Get Out or something?
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I'm making those moves because I understand the game. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out here and invest. I make money. I'm spending it. I'm investing money.
How hard was it to come up with a regimen, come up with a system? Because I would imagine that you did some of the videos, maybe a spur of the moment or how you were feeling at the time. But now that you become a professional, when did you start creating your own schedule, knowing that you needed a publicist? At what point did you realize, okay, I have to treat this obviously like 9 to 5 if I'm going to take my ability to the next level?
From what it sounds like when he was like a sophomore in high school.
Apparently,
he was like, I'm going to be a star.
Because you made your mind. It sounds like you made your mind up right away. And a lot of people, it takes a while for a lot of people to figure out, okay, that's what I really want to do. But it sounds like as soon as you made that decision, you were ready to go straight into business mode.
A lot of people in that proclaim that and don't achieve it either. Yeah.
I had a business. I had nightclubs before. I had 2 nightclubs before the comedy.
Okay.
So I understood business, and I used to run a promotion. I used to promote my parties and bring artists. So I understood business. So, and then after I started having to pay taxes, I like, well, you might as well get a manager and a publicist.
Right.
I got a manager, a publicist, a lawyer, and an agent now. And people like everybody else who I talk to, like from the internet, they're like, you spending too much money. You don't need all that. I'm like, I'm going to show you. Right. It's a business.
Right.
How you think Kevin Hart really, Dave Becky is a beast?
Yeah. Yeah. One of the
Dave
best.
Becky, you look at those guys who moving.
Yeah.
They got a team. Look at L'Oreal is in everything. Shout out to L'Oreal. They got enough sense that those
whoever's repping Tiffany Haddish right now, like how much do you want to be?
Yeah,
that
the
man?
same.
Like,
they in the same camp. Tiffany Haddish had his manager in the same. I studied this stuff. See, I studied this
as
stuff.
you should.
Tiffany Haddish's manager is in the same management group as Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
L'Oreal. They knock on the same doors.
Yeah.
They gonna get you, and especially if you got a demand and you believe in yourself. That's the best time to get a publicist because they want to represent you because you're money, but people don't want to give up the road money. Like, well, they tell the publicists and they tell everybody, y'all get me something first and then give me. No, get what I told them. Y'all get some of this money. I got to pay taxes anyway and child support. So I need a bunch of money. So I'd rather spend that to go make me $50 million than to try to make $1 million hustling You know what I mean?
Right, makes sense.
But I understand the game. You know, I got that wisdom, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're from Atlanta. You're out in L.A.
I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from a small town in Georgia.
You are? Okay, gotcha. Well, you're based in Atlanta now,
Yeah.
right? Based at Atlanta, L.A. St. Louis, what did you do last time? Like 300 people on a one-day thing? I
did 1,000 at Funny Bone. The first time I came.
Oh, funny. Yeah, that's right.
I came 4 times. A guy named Willie C. Shout out to Willie C. He brought me like 2015. I did like 500 people in this little place. Then I came back another week. They sold out a 300 room at the Helium.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I came
That's
back
what I was
last
thinking
year
of, yeah.
and did 1,000 people at the Funny Bone.
That's great. That's great anywhere. St. Louis especially.
Oh yeah,
too.
man.
I mean, yeah.
St. Louis, like, you know, it's one of the. You make St. Louis laugh, you can make anybody.
For sure. I think Laugh Lounge will be a lot of fun too. I know they've been bringing in a lot of great artists, man. They're doing a great job being a new club in a city where you wouldn't know, like you wouldn't necessarily think like there could be 3 clubs, but they're doing it and they're doing a really good job of it. So that'll be exciting to have you in St. Louis. So what are your other favorite cities, man? It feels like St. Louis probably you do well. Is every city you go to have a really good turnout right now? You have some that turn off. What's it like out on the road for Kountry Wayne?
I ain't gonna lie, every city I've been to, it been love.
Yeah.
But the South,
Something
different.
Midwest, you won't believe it because they seen my hole come up.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people follow me now.
That means a lot more, doesn't it? Man.
Oh, they seen it and they already know. The South knew first. When I first started dropping the videos, like, man, y'all would watch Kountry Wayne, he funny. So the South know. Man, listen, the South right now.
That's where you're making your bag, man.
Man, the South.
That's great.
The South, Memphis, Virginia,
That's what's up.
Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Richmond, Virginia, Virginia Beach, D.C., Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore.
He's just going to name every city in the country, Travis.
All the Carolinas.
I think you're doing well, man.
All the Carolinas and Texas. Oh, man. Listen here. Listen, man. Hey, in the South, man, they know because they seen it. They seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
So were you married before the blow up or after the blow up?
I'm with the same girl. I've been with her. I've been with her 8 years, and we had a lot to in.
How important is that as far as keeping balance, being able to? I mean, a lot of people it's to be able to balance a relationship, a family, and a up and coming career. How have you been able to balance that?
I've been balancing because I went through a lot early. I already had girls. I mean, you know, it wasn't never enough for me to get a girl, and I had, you know, I made money before this, so I'm able to be humble. I know it. I know God can take it away, so I ain't taking that for granted.
True.
I like, man, this girl right here, she been here, and you know, I love her. It was simple. I was in Texas, and we were supposed to get married. We did an engagement. It was a fake engagement. I was just trying to buy time.
I was going to say, I was like, okay.
I was trying to buy time.
I'm going to let him walk this fake engagement out.
But
blur my face.
But
out
what
in that
happened?
video,
I was in Texas. We got married the day before we were supposed to get married. I said, man, let's get married. Let's go to the courthouse because really the wedding was getting expensive. She kept adding stuff on. I was like, yeah, baby, anything
you know
you
how
want.
many weeks I got to be on the road for this?
Yeah, that wedding got up to about 40,000. I said, well, man, the repo man gonna be right at the wedding.
Just waiting. Yeah, I'll take that.
We're gonna have to live at the wedding for the rest of your life. So I like, man, let's go to the courthouse. She's like, why you want to go to the courthouse? I said, listen, because a vision came to me in my head.
Oh boy.
That I seen a vision.
This is acting chops.
But really,
right
because
now.
it wound up with $200.
Well, what can we expect? We'll get you out of here. And again, go see Kountry Wayne at the Laugh Lounge all weekend long right here in St. Louis. What can we expect? You've got a bunch of plans, and don't say president right away. But 5 years from now, what are you going to be doing? 5
years from now, man, I'm going to have a good hold on the entertainment industry, music and comedy. I'm gonna be in position.
Production company?
I'm going to be in position to make a lot of moves for positive people.
Wow.
You know
that.
You know, positive people, they think positive. People think positive people ain't cool. Just because, I don't smoke and I don't drink, I could get your girl, bro. Like, straight up. You can smoke and try to look cool all you want. I'm going to get your girl.
He'll read the Bible with your girl.
I read the Bible with your... I'm sitting there telling her, which I don't gonna marry, but...
Sure.
But I'm going to get your girl. I don't got to do none of that. I ain't drinking no lean. I ain't finna smoke. I ain't putting nothing in my body. And I'm a vegan, right? So they're like, man, you kind of corny. And I do clean comedy, but I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you got. God know how to touch your soul.
We're going to end on that.
Let that marinate like neck bone juice.
Kountry Wayne, thanks for coming by, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Y'all be blessed.
Live.